Hey, nothing to say here. I did a little wardrobe change. It's still Tuesday, April 2nd. I am preparing the snack for the princess, and I just said, or did, or say, whatever you want to call it, the most sexist thing you could do maybe. While I was cutting up the strawberries, there was one that it was really soft, and the inside it looked kind of like a dark color. It was probably too ripe, if that's the word. I don't know. So what I did was after I cut it, I walked to the bedroom where my queen and the princess are. They're still in the process of waking up, even though it's 0706 hours. And then I asked my queen. I said, "Honey, is this strawberry bad?" And she looked at it. She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, thank you." And then she says, "Why'd you come up to me to ask that?" And my exact answer was this. I said, "Well, because women know about the kitchen, or women, something along those lines. I don't remember verbatim, but it had to do with something along the lines how women are in the kitchen and men are in whatever." Anyways, even though we're financially not well, thanks to supplemental nutritional assistant program, our princess is able to snack on freshly cut strawberries. These were the last of them. I was giving her huge bags the rest of the week, throughout the week. And my father, her grandfather, he likes blueberries, and he says that anything that is for Mariah, for his granddaughter, that she's allowed to eat. So I'm gonna add some blueberries to her snack. Because that way it's a little bit more, how do I say it? A little bit more substance to it. And since it was only about like 4 strawberries, it just seemed like a little bit more because I cut them in 4s. So I just add a couple handfuls of blueberries. That way she has her snack. I think she tends to like fresh fruit better, because I've put string cheese for her snack, and the string cheese usually comes back, which it bothers me so much because, obviously not just the fact that food now costs an arm and a leg because of this so-called war. They make so much claims just to make prices go up. Ukraine produces the second most amount of wheat in the world. Shut the F up. We live in the United States. Look how much land we have. We have vertical farming. You mean to tell me that one country, which is roughly the size of, let's say, maybe Texas, no bigger than Alaska, is going to produce that much grain, and that because they're in a conflict, is going to make the prices go up that much? No. They use that as a front, IMO, just to be able to raise the prices. Which, don't get me wrong, if you study economy, a certain amount of inflation is good, and it's actually expected. It shows, that there's actually good growth in the economy. But at the rate that it's been at lately, get the F out of here, man. Come on now. Every day, it's almost like a guessing game. When we go to the supermarket, we'll always say, "Oh, but we spend this much on this, we spend that much on that." And I always have to tell my queen, I'm like, "Honey, don't say how much you spend, because it means nothing. And don't say anything, because from one day to the next, the prices will probably be, it's like a guessing game. It's like the price is right." And then this is just a little treat that I add for her. I don't know how well the lighting is. I add a little bit of sugar, not much, because I realize I don't like her to get, you know, it's already bad enough that, so there, let me show you guys, see if you can see it. Probably like about that much, a little bit less than you know, a teaspoon, tablespoon. This would be considered a tablespoon, I think. And I just sprinkle it on there. And I see there's enough, see, and then I don't even add the whole thing, just to give it a little more flavor. And then mix it right up. And after I'm done doing that, then I really seal it. I make sure that all the air out. And there you go. That's her snack for the day. One last thing I'll do is I'll put it in the freezer so that, actually I forgot there was a snack from yesterday. I'm gonna put both snacks in there because I don't know if one will unfreeze. The reason there was a snack from yesterday is because I forgot to pack it, and then it turned out when I looked in her book bag, there was a snack from the day before, and it was cut. It was strawberries that were cut, and when I felt it, they were still cool to the touch. She looked at them, they looked good. She said, "No, that's fine. I'll eat that." Because we were about to turn around and walk back, which meant she would have been late. She hasn't been, you know, as of now, you know, everything's been, her record's been, let's just say perfect. But that's record-wise, because we all know there's no such thing as anyone being perfect. Anyways, yeah, I'll put both snacks and see what happens. If it defrosts, the one that's been frozen overnight, she can have that one, because that one I'll show you. That's what the snack usually looks like. It'll have like that much strawberries, and I mix it with grapes too. Let me take it out so it can start thawing right now. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about putting it in water. I'll just put it here and let the water run over it. Okay, I wanted to make this video so that I can maybe blend it to the next one, which is going to be the watering of 7-Eleven, 22nd, Semilla, and Survivor. If I had a community, I think most people who may or may not watch these videos, the handful of people that do, are probably most likely introverts like myself. Therefore, they leave no comments. That's the only thing I can think of. Because the only comments that were left I think, are probably like at the most, not even a handful. A buddy of mine left a comment saying, "Hey, just to give me a shout out." A friend of mine, I asked her to give me a comment, so she gave me a comment. She just said, "Oh, I like the palm trees." And this other one person that gave me a comment, and I said, "Thank you, you know, whatever." I do get comments when I make comments on other videos, because I guess people have their opinions. You know, whenever I put an opinion about something, then they'll put their opinion about that thing. But anyways, thank you for watching up to now. Let's see if I can make enough memory so that I can then show you the first watering of today, the 2nd of February, 2nd of April. And it will not be at 0700 hours, because right now it's 0714. I still gotta finish getting her book already. It's just a couple other things. Thank you. Bye. Oh, look at the good old outdoors, and oh, I thought I saw the moon, but it's just a cloud. You can usually see the moon sometimes at this time. I'm about to walk the princess to school. That's why I came out here, but I figured while she's getting ready, let me consume some tobacco, which I'm actually smoking by itself, which I actually never do because I don't like the taste of it, but I guess this morning's an exception. Okay, it's just cloudy, as you can see. There's the palm trees all grown planted when we moved back in here. Approximately, it's been 20 years now, 2023. Yeah. There's That's the biggest one right there, I think. That's probably about what, 4 stories tall. You figure a human being is, there's a post box for scale, so you figure that's about 4 feet. So add about 1.5 foot to that. That's the size of a human. And then you figure that, so 1, 2, at least 3 feet. I mean, at least 3 stories, maybe 4 with the fronts that stick up high. All right. I filled my trusty, whatever this is called. It's not a teapot. It's I don't know, whatever. Anyways, let's water our trees. So, if there's any extroverts out there that might be watching this and want to give 7-Eleven a new name, I named it 7-Eleven because it was 10M for 10 months old. That's the age I just gradually started adding numbers to it every first of the month. So, but for 11 months old, I just went with 7-Eleven. So let's go ahead and water her for now. Here she is, looking nice and pretty. New leaves up on top. The king is leaving the house. Let me close the doors so the cigarette smoke doesn't come in. All right, let's water this baby. (22nd), aka I think it was 22nd of October. Look, some new leaves coming up on top. They're looking nice. Again, this is the most beautiful one, single trunk. But again, in the future, will be a very difficult tree to climb. And now we have semilla, aka seedling or seed. There's still a seed. I still have not put the soil that Mama Vilma asked me to. She wanted me to add 1 inch of soil, which I should do that today. Let's see how it's looking. There's one new leaf up on top, and I saw a little bug there. Looking nice. Okay, all 3 of them are looking nice. We got semilla, 22nd, and 7-Eleven. And now to Survivor. Survivor is the one that we planted, the one that's over a year old, but was not taken well care of in the beginning because I didn't know too much about watering avocado trees. So here we go, Survivor. Give you a little bit extra water. The time right now is roughly 07:35, 07:40, give or take. I just know that the baby needs to get walking soon so that she's not late. I'm thinking maybe she realized that I am recording, so she didn't want to walk outside. So let me turn off the video. I'm gonna try to splice the 2 together. This one and the one that I made where I showed the snack. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. And that's it. Bye.